Here's the latest buzz around the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7, and it's definitely turning some heads. One of the more concerning rumors we've been hearing is that the phone could use Samsung's Exynos 2500 chipset. While that would technically be an upgrade from the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 found in the Galaxy Z Flip 6, it's not exactly the most exciting news. The Exynos chips have often been a bit behind the Snapdragon counterparts in terms of performance, so many were hoping Samsung would stick with the Snapdragon 8 Elite, the next-gen successor to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. It's expected to pack more power, better efficiency, and overall superior performance. But now there's some good news. A Greek tech site, Techmaniacs, claims they've learned that the Galaxy Z Flip 7 will, in fact, come with the much-desired Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, which could be a game changer for the device. If this turns out to be true, it would be a big win for fans of high-performance phones, as the Snapdragon 8 Elite would undoubtedly offer a smoother and faster experience compared to the Exynos 2500. But it doesn't stop there. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 is rumored to come with a whole host of upgrades that could make it one of the most compelling foldable phones yet. One of the biggest design changes is that the phone will be thinner than its predecessor, the Z Flip 6. This could mean a more comfortable, ergonomic feel in the hand, making it easier to carry around and use. A thinner design also means the phone will likely have a more modern and refined look, which could appeal to users who are after something sleek and stylish. Speaking of style, Samsung is reportedly giving the Galaxy Z Flip 7 a larger external display too. The cover screen on the Z Flip 6 was a 3.4-inch display, which was decent but didn't leave a whole lot of room to interact with notifications or glance at information when the phone was folded. On the Z Flip 7, though, it's expected that the cover screen will increase to 4 inches, giving users a bit more space to check messages, see notifications, or even interact with apps without having to unfold the phone. This small but significant update should make using the phone while it's folded a lot more practical and user-friendly. On the battery front, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 is also getting a bump. It's rumored to come with a 4300, up from the 4000 mAh battery in the Z Flip 6. While this may not sound like a huge difference on paper, every little bit counts when it comes to battery life, and that extra 300 mAh could translate into a noticeable improvement in daily use. With this larger battery, users should be able to get through a full day of use without needing to charge as frequently, which is always a win. However, don't expect much of an improvement in charging speeds, as reports suggest that the Z Flip 7 will likely maintain the same charging capabilities as its predecessor. So, while battery life might last longer, you'll still be waiting the same amount of time to top it up. Camera-wise, the Z Flip 7 is rumored to be sporting a 50-megapixel main camera and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, which would bring a solid upgrade in terms of photo quality and versatility. The 50-megapixel main sensor should deliver sharp, detailed photos, while the 12-megapixel ultra-wide could help you capture more in a single shot, perfect for landscapes or group photos. In a world where people use their phones for photography more than ever, these improvements would be a welcome addition to the Z Flip series. Now, back to the elephant in the room, the chipset. While many earlier leaks pointed to the Exynos 2500 being the likely choice for the Galaxy Z Flip 7, it seems like there's still some uncertainty around that. Techmaniacs isn't the only source hinting at the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and there's even talk of Galaxy Z Flip 7 prototypes being tested with both chipsets. If that's true, it could mean Samsung is still deciding which one to go with, or they could be planning to release different versions of the phone depending on the region. For instance, some markets might get the Snapdragon 8 Elite, while others get the Exynos 2500. That would be a bit of a bummer for some customers, but at least it gives Samsung more flexibility depending on where the phone is being sold. All in all, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 looks like it's shaping up to be a much improved version of the Z Flip 6, with a sleeker design, a bigger external display, better battery life, and a potentially more powerful chipset. Of course, we have to take all of this with a grain of salt for now, since nothing's official until Samsung makes its announcement. But based on the rumors and leaks that have surfaced so far, it looks like Samsung might be stepping up its foldable game in a big way. So, while we wait for Samsung to make things official, stay tuned for more updates.